The world is
GPUs,
currently witnessing the
exabytes of
largest
storage,
industrial
super fast
pivot in the
networking.
history
This place
of
is
technology.
absolutely amazing.
For
And this
years,
entire
the global
supercomputer
semiconductor
is built
industry
to power
was governed
Grok.
by a few
Now,
dominant
xAI
players.
is building something with Grok
But
that is
Elon Musk
far
has
more
decided
than just
to break
a simple
the cycle.
chatbot like we've seen before.
Enter
And that
Terafab,
is exactly why
a staggering
there is a giant cluster here.
$119 billion
Today, we're going to go
investment
back inside
designed
these
to
data
create
halls and
total
show you
compute
a whole bunch of
sovereignty
stuff
for
on
Tesla,
what makes this work, what makes this
SpaceX,
special,
and xAI.
and just all the really cool
This
engineering that
isn't
went
just
into
a
this.
factory.
Now, this is actually my
It's a
second time at the
strategic
facility,
fortress of
and let me just
silicon
tell you,
and
the
steel
speed at which
being
this
erected
thing
in the
was
heart
built
of
is
Texas.
absolutely amazing.
Musk
This
has
entire
realized
facility
that to
with
reach
over
the final
100,000
stages of
GPUs
artificial
was built in
general
only
intelligence
122
and to colonize
days.
the stars,
And just to give you some
he
frame
can
of
no
reference,
longer be a
the
customer in the
largest
chip
exascale
market.
supercomputers
He
only
must
have
be
a
the
fraction, maybe half or
manufacturer.
a quarter as many
Today,
GPUs
we
as
go inside
xAI
the
has
blueprint
here,
of Terafab,
and yet those
the
deployments
technical
generally
partnership
take
with
many
Intel,
years from
and how
start
this
to finish.
facility
The
will
engineering
produce 1
accomplishment here
terawatt
is
of compute
absolutely
annually to
amazing,
fuel a
and there's work
future
still
where
being done.
machines
But I thought,
design
let's
their
go
own
take a look at
successors.
inside one of these
This
data
is
halls.
the story
Let's
of
also
the
show
Silicon
some of the
Sovereign
facilities and just kind of show
and
you
the
what's
beginning
going
of
on
a
and
new
how
era
something like
in
this gets
human
built. We need to
engineering.
say that this video is sponsored by Super.
To understand the scale of Terafab,
Working
we
alongside
must look
you
at
to
Tesla's
turn ideas
evolution from a software
into
company
reality.
to a chip designer.
Because big ideas
It began with hardware
need the
2
right
and
foundation,
3, where
a strong
Tesla moved
manufacturing
away
partner,
from NVIDIA
a
to create
resilient,
its own
secure
custom
supply chain,
FSD computer.
a robust
This was the
ecosystem
first
of
proof
partners,
of concept that vertically
technology
integrated
that
silicon could
accelerates your ambition.
outperform off-the-shelf components
Let's build
by
what's
orders
next.
of magnitude.
Let us earn your trust
Then
every
came
single
Dojo,
day.
the specialized
ideas?
supercomputer designed for video
We're
training at scale. But even Dojo was limited by the manufacturing capacity of external foundries like TSMC. Musk saw a bottleneck that threatened the very existence of his AI ambitions.
Please
Every
welcome
month spent
Intel
waiting for a
CEO
wafer was a
Lip
month
Wu
lost
Tan.
in the race for AGI. The realization was clear. Tesla needed to control the entire stack, from the lithography
I
machines
can't
to
see
the
too well.
final
The light
neural
is
network
very
deployment.
bright.
Terafab is the
welcome to
culmination of a
Direct Connect.
decade of lessons
Thank you
learned in the
for
pursuit
joining us
of the
today.
perfect chip.
And
The catalyst for Terafab was the birth of xAI and its
memory
massive
and all that
Colossus
kind of stuff. You just go
supercomputer
pop
in
these things
Memphis.
out. Now, I'm not going
Built
to do
in
that.
just
This is actually training a real
122
model right
days,
now. It takes a
Colossus
matter of
currently
seconds at
houses
most.
100,000
Now there are a total
NVIDIA
of 8 of these servers
H100
in this rack, so it's a total of 64
making
GPUs
it the most
plus
powerful
16
AI
CPUs,
training
a
cluster
bunch of
on
memory,
the planet.
and all kinds of other stuff.
But as
on the bottom
xAI
is a big
scales
part of
toward
what makes
Grok
us a
3
really
and beyond,
scalable solution.
the energy
These are
and
Supermicro
cost requirements of
CDUs, which is a
purchasing these
cooling
chips from
distribution
third
unit.
parties
So
have
there are a
become
couple super cool
unsustainable.
things about the CDU.
Musk's
First,
strategy
you have the
for
management
xAI
unit.
requires
So each
a
one of these
recursive
CDUs
loop
has its
where
own
the AI
management,
itself
so you can monitor
optimizes the
things like flow
design
rate,
of the
temperature, and all
hardware
these
it
kinds of things
runs
that
on.
you need to
By
just
building
ensure that you're
Terafab,
bringing the right amount
xAI
of
will
liquid
have
through all
a
these servers in your
dedicated
rack,
stream
and that
of
of course ties
custom
into the central
accelerators
management interface,
specifically
and that can be
tuned for the
monitored so if something goes
large-scale
wrong, you can
transformer
see it remotely.
architectures
Now
that
the other
will
cool thing
define
is
the
that
next
there are
decade
two
of
pumps down
research.
here. Now these pumps you can actually
Colossus
service
was the
because
proof
they're
of
for
scale.
redundancy. If the pump were to go
Terafab
out,
will be
you
the
just
engine
pull
of
the thing out, then
efficiency
you go
that makes
put it back
AGI
in. Again, I'm not going to go
economically
do this on a
viable.
live system, but we've done it previously on.
The
scaling to
technical
new
core of
applications
Terafab lies in its
driving the
partnership
leading-edge,
with Intel
nodes
Foundry
of the future.
and the adoption of
Cadence
the
Design is a
14A
leader in this
manufacturing
space.
process.
They are obviously a
This
company that I know
1.4
very well.
nanometer class
And,
node represents the
they
cutting
have-
edge
they
of
have been a
materials
very strong
science,
Intel,
utilizing high-NA
partners.
extreme ultraviolet lithography to
I'm
etch
looking forward
features with
and
atomic
joining me to
precision.
welcome Anirudh to
Unlike
the stage.
previous generations, the 14A process incorporates power direct backside
How are
power
you, my friend?
delivery, which significantly reduces voltage
First
drop
of all, I
and
want
increases
so glad
the
to see
clock
you, and
speeds
thank you
of
for taking
AI
the time
accelerators.
after the earnings call.
By
That's very busy
leveraging
schedule to
Intel's
even come
domestic
here. I'm so
manufacturing
delighted to
footprint,
have you here.
Musk is securing a supply chain that is immune to the geopolitical tensions
And we know
of the
that several
Pacific.
mega trends
Terafab
happening,
will act
in
as
our
a systems
industry.
foundry,
One that
where the
being
silicon,
the, explosion
the liquid
of AI,
cooling, and
I
the
always hear
high-speed
you talking
networking
about
fabric are
general
designed
AI
as a
to
single
agentic
cohesive
AI and
unit.
physical AI.
This
and that
level
you
of
really
hardware-software
drive that
co-design is
initiative.
something that no
And
other
clearly,
tech company can
I still
match,
remember
providing
that
a
you're driving
multi-year
a lot
lead
of
in compute
AI
density
initiative
and power
to all the EDA
efficiency.
tool. across the board.
heat
The physical manifestation of this vision is centered around Giga, Texas,
The special part about this
and
design
the
is that
newly
each rack
acquired
ends up
land
being
in
room
Grimes
neutral to
County.
the overall cooling of the data
This
center.
region is
You don't see
rapidly
as you're walking
becoming
around
the
here like
silicon
these giant
capital
air
of the
conditioner,
world.
air handling units.
The
something that
proximity
you
of
would see in a
Tesla's
lot of data
engineering
centers over
teams to the
years.
Terafab
This is a really
production
cool
lines
feature,
allows
and
for
it
a
really helps
recursive
each of these
feedback
racks be
loop
a
that is unheard of in the
self-contained unit.
industry.
And another super
An
fun
engineer
fact here
can
is that you'll see
identify a
that the back
bottleneck
of
in
these
the
is lit up in
FSD
blue.
training
And you
model
might
in
think
the
that's a
morning
branding thing,
and
or
have a
maybe they did that
revised
just
chip
because STH
architecture
is
and
blue and that's why it's
simulation
blue.
by the afternoon.
Absolutely not.
The
Instead,
expansion
this is
includes
actually a
massive
status
new
light. So
power
as you're walking through
substations
here,
and
if you see a bunch
industrial-grade
of blue,
water
that's
cooling
cool. If you
systems
see
designed
something
to
like
handle
red or
the
something like
thermal
that,
output
that's
of
not
millions
good.
of processors.
So when you're walking down the data center hall, if you see
As
a red
we
one, you know,
watch
oh,
the drone
that one needs
footage
to get
of the
serviced,
site,
and the rest are okay.
we see
a couple
more
weeks ago,
than
I got
just
to see
steel
these things get
beams.
fired up, and it was super
We see the
awesome to
nervous
see all
system
of them
of
come
a
up at
new
the same
global
time.
power
Now, of
being
course, with
assembled
any
in the
large-scale
Texas
cluster, you
desert.
need CPU compute as well for those
A factory of this scale requires more than just chips.
Could be like,
It requires an
500 billion plus. It's a
unprecedented
huge
amount of
opportunity.
energy.
So I look forward
To
to
achieve
working
true
with you and Intel
sovereignty,
and really
Musk
making a
is
difference for
pursuing
our
a
customers.
strategy of
Wonderful.
total energy
And then, first of all,
independence for
congratulations on the great
Terafab.
earning. And,
This
continue
includes the
great work,
deployment of
and then looking
massive
forward for your
megapack
partnership
battery
going
arrays and
Thank
the
you. Thank you,
eventual
Lou.
integration
Take care.
of small modular reactors
Bye.
to provide stable, carbon-free base load power.
You know,
In the
third
future,
building
the
block
strength of a
successful
technology
foundry
empire
is
will be
designed
measured
for
in gigawatts.
manufacturability.
By decoupling Terafab from the
DFM
public
is driving
grid,
higher
Musk
yield
ensures
and
that his
reliability
AI
and
training and
cost-effective,
manufacturing can never be
throughout the
throttled
fab.
by regulatory
And,
or physical
You know,
limitations.
Siemens EDA is
This
a leader in this
energy-first
space
approach is what
and a great
separates the
partner
winners
to
from the
Intel
losers in
Foundry.
the age of compute.
And Siemens
If
have
you
this
control the
digital
power, you
industrial
control the
software,
intelligence.
and that's really driving the design,
Terafab is
engineering,
designed to be the
and
first
manufacturing
industrial
and the life
complex in
cycle
history that
for
is
the
both
industry and
self-powered
embrace
and
the
self-optimizing.
industry. And I'm just delighted.
And
The
rest are
ultimate
okay. A couple weeks
customer
ago, I
for
got to see these
Terafab
things get fired up,
silicon
and it
isn't
was super
just the
awesome
car.
to see
It's
all
the
of them come up at the
Optimus
same
humanoid
time. Now, of
robot.
course, with any large-scale
To make
cluster,
Optimus
you
a
need
reality
CPU compute
for
as well.
millions
For those
of
tasks that
households,
GPUs are just not really
the
good
cost
at. And that's
and power
exactly what these are
consumption
next
of
to
its
me.
onboard
These are
brain must
42
be
1U
drastically
servers per rack
reduced.
that provide all of the CPU
Terafab
compute
will
when you need
produce
to do things like
specialized
data
edge
prep and all
AI
that kind of
chips
stuff
that are
really
optimized
works
for
well
real-world
on
vision
CPU.
and tactile
And so in
feedback,
any large cluster,
allowing
you're always going to
Optimus
see
to
a set
reason
of
and act
CPU
in
compute
complex
nodes along with your
environments
GPU
with
compute
minimal
nodes.
latency. This is the transition from
Now, this entire
cloud-based
cluster
AI
runs
to
on
physical
Ethernet, which is the same
intelligence.
basic technology you would
By
find in networking for your
manufacturing
laptop,
these
your
chips
PC,
in-house,
or a bunch of other
Tesla
devices.
can iterate
Now,
on the
each of the servers
robotics
uses
hardware
a
at a
NVIDIA
speed
BlueField
that
3
traditional
SuperNIC
manufacturers
DPU. We have
simply
definitely
cannot
covered
match.
the NVIDIA BlueField 3
Every
DPUs
Optimus
and
that
previous
rolls
generations
off the
on
line
STH
will be
for
powered
many
by
years. And if
silicon
you've
born in the
seen that,
heart
you
of
probably
Texas,
know it means that there's
creating
a
a
lot going on
vertically
here more
integrated
than just your
robotics
basic
empire
Ethernet. Each
that
of these
covers
NVIDIA
everything
BlueField
from the
3
sand
cards
to the
provides
soul of the machine.
400 gigabit networking.
Where now
SpaceX
is
is
the
the
primary
second pillar
differentiation,
of
right?
the Terafab
So the idea of
project.
something that is software
As
defined and
Starship
silicon
prepares
enabled
for
is really
regular
taking
orbital
hold
flights
within our
and the eventually
industries.
colonization
And with
of
that,
Mars,
you know, the days
the
of
need
a
for space-hardened,
hardware team handing off a silicon
high-performance
platform to
computing
software
has
groups
never been
and software's
greater.
making compromises to make the system
Terafab
work
will produce
are over.
radiation-resistant
the hardware
silicon
platform has to
designed
be
to survive the
customized to the
harsh
software workload it
environment
is
of
driving.
deep space,
And to me, you know, that's
powering
where
everything
advanced
from
packaging and
Starlink's
3D IC
orbital
came in
routing
because
to
now
the
they allowed a
autonomous
discrete combination
navigation
of the
the Mars
hardware
fleet.
assets to map the workload
Furthermore,
that they're driving.
Musk is
And so
planning
that's
for
where
a
Intel
future
Foundry
where
comes in with
compute
a
is
great
distributed
technology
across
platform,
the solar
a
system.
world-class advanced packaging
Star
team.
Shield,
You know,
the
as I said earlier,
militarized
we've been
version
working
of
with them for more than
Starlink,
15
will
years as far
utilize
as
these
partnership
custom
doing the
chips to
delivery of
create a
technology and
secure,
methodologies.
global mesh
And
of
so as I
intelligence
take
that
a
can
look at a
process petabytes of
enablement
data
point for
in
this digital
orbit.
transformation,
The
Intel
silicon
Foundry has
produced
a
at
wonderful
Terafab will be the
opportunity
first
for how
human
they can change the world.
technology to think and reason
That's
while
true. Thank you.
transiting the void
You know,
between planets.
Siemens I always admire is a thing.
The
And that's really
geopolitical
critical.
implications
And,
of
so
Terafab
can you
are
elaborate
profound.
how we work together?
Currently,
and then do we help each other
90% of
here?
the world's
Sure.
most
And first of
advanced
all, thank you
chips
very
are
much for having us
manufactured
here
in
and
Taiwan,
for the partnership that
creating
we've
a
had with
single
Intel and
point of
also
failure
in the
for the the global economy. By
Intel's been
bringing
a
this
leader,
capacity
the
to
leading
Texas,
IBM for decades.
Musk is
And when
effectively
it decided
creating a
to make
technological
advanced process nodes
shield for
available
the
to its
United
outside
States.
customers, to its system foundry customers,
Terafab
it
represents a
recognized
shift
that in
from
order to be able to
globalization
yield
to
ramp
sovereign
fast, you need to
localization.
really characterize the way
In a world
processes
where
and designs
compute is
come
the
together
ultimate
differently
leverage,
for the
having
foundry
the
market.
world's
So about
most
4 years
advanced
ago, they began
manufacturing
using
plant
PDF
on
systems in
domestic soil
collaboration
is
with
a
its internal
guarantee of
systems
security.
to build PDKs, to
This
build
has
data
drawn the
sets
attention
that
of
allow
national
the engineers
defense
and the
agencies,
R&D to
who
interact
see the
more closely
potential for
with the
Terafab to produce
design teams
secure,
and the eventual
trusted
production
silicon
teams
for the
to
next
achieve best
generation of
performance and
autonomous
variability.
defense systems.
Below
The
7 nanometer,
battlefield
to
of the future
maximize
will be won or
performance,
lost based on the
profitability, and yields,
throughput
you
of
really
the
gotta
Terafab
co-optimize, and that
production
co-optimization
lines.
can't begin after the fact.
Switches
We are
are
now
another
entering the
64
era
port
of
800 gigabit
recursive
Ethernet switch,
engineering.
which is just really
At
cool. It's a really
Terafab,
high-end system,
AI
and this is
models
definitely
are
one of the
used to
first
design the
deployments
next
for this
generation
type
of
of
AI
switch in the
chips,
world.
which are then used to train even more powerful models.
Now, with a
This
large-scale
creates an
AI cluster like
exponential
this,
curve
storage
of
is delivered a
progress
little
that is
differently than you would
physically
be used to in
manifested
something like
in
your
the
desktop,
factory
your
itself.
notebook, tablet,
The
all that kind of stuff where
manufacturing
you have local
robots,
storage.
the logistics
Instead, the vast
drones,
majority of
and
storage
the quality
is delivered
control
over the
systems
network.
are all
The reason for
running
this
on
is
the
that
very
this type of AI
silicon they are
training
helping
needs
to build.
tons of storage, and so you can't
This
really
is
fit
the
it in each
closed
of those
loop
GPU
system that
servers.
Musk
And
has
also,
always
all of the
dreamed
GPU
of,
and
a
CPU
machine
servers
that
need
builds
access
the
to
machine.
all of that storage,
As the
and so that's the
complexity
reason
of our
there's a giant
technology
storage
exceeds
cluster here.
human comprehension, the only way to continue scaling is
Now,
to
with
hand the
any
tools of
liquid-cooled data
creation
center,
over
a
to the
big part of
intelligence
that
we
is,
have
of course,
birthed.
the liquid cooling.
Terafab is
And
the
if you look around
laboratory
me
where
right
this
now, what you're gonna
transition
see
is
these
taking
just
place.
absolutely
A site
giant
where the
pipes.
digital
I mean, these
world
things
is
are
finally taking
huge.
full
And what
control
these
of its
pipes
physical
do
destiny.
is they take liquid or water from really
As
like
we
a
look toward
phase one of this
2030,
entire
the
cluster. This
Terafab
thing is
project
already
stands
the
as the
largest
ultimate
AI
bet
training
on the
cluster in the
future
world,
of our
and they are
species.
still building, which
It is a
absolutely
$119
amazing.
billion
Now, of course, a project like this takes a
declaration
ton of
that the
people. I just want
path
to say
to
thank
the
you, of course, to
future
our
is
team,
paved
but
with
also the
silicon.
Supermicro team, the XAI
From
team,
the
and
factory
everybody else
floors
that's been
in
involved
Texas
in
to the
making
launch
this happen.
pads at
Now, of
Starbase.
course, if you
The
like this
empire
video
of
and
Elon
all of this
Musk is
cool
being
AI
unified by
infrastructure,
a
and you just
single
want to look for a job,
sovereign
there is a
thread
career
of
page that you can
intelligence.
definitely check out and see
The gates
if
are opening,
something there
and the
piques your interest.
question is
Because
no
this
longer
seems
if
like
we
the
can
project that
reach
would be
the other
awesome to work
side,
on.
but
And hey,
what
if
we
you
will
did like
become
this
once
video
we
of the
arrive.
Colossus supercomputer powered by
Terafab is the
Supermicro
final
servers,
frontier,
well, why don't you share
the
it with your
place
friends
where
and
the
colleagues?
collective
But also give this
intelligence of
video a like,
humanity
click
is
subscribe,
being
and turn
etched
on those
into
notifications
silicon to
so you can see
last
whenever we
for
come out with
1,000
great new
years.
videos. As always,
The
thanks for watching.
sovereign
Have an
era is
awesome
here,
day.
and the construction of the future has already begun. The lights in the clean rooms are glowing, the lasers are etching, and the machine is waking up. The race for compute sovereignty is accelerating, and the scale of the battlefield is now measured in gigawatts and billions. Stay tuned to this channel as we continue to track the titans of tech and the projects that are redefining power in the 21st century. Subscribe to secure your front row seat to the technological revolution.
For that to be possible,
We'll see you in the next deep dive
early
into the
on.
technology
So the
of
technologies,
power.
as the previous
The era
speaker
of
said, the
Terafab
PDKs
has
are
just
easy to work
begun.
with, the variability and